News at 5 on RTV6.
And tonight, multiple raids focused on welfare fraud and theft. It's a story RTV6 broke this morning. At least 11 people in 7 locations, targets of an ongoing investigation. The Metro Police Covert Operations Team led the raids along with the SWAT team, and RTV6 was there every step of the way in the sky and on the ground. Police served search warrants that allowed them to remove computers and documents by the box load. The raids covered apartments and homes in Marion and Hamilton counties. The operation went down shortly after 10:15 this morning.
It's a story our Call 6 team has been tracking for months. Of the 11 people targeted, a majority are connected with Major Davis II. He's the man charged with killing Officer Perry Wren back in July. Tonight, the family, the investigation, and the questions being asked right now.
The police manpower and machinery showed up early on Dearborn Street. It's where Cynthia Davis lives. She's the mother of Major Davis II, and she's now the focus of a housing fraud and theft investigation. Davis is accused of violating federal housing rules by providing false information to get taxpayer-supported rent assistance. Boxes of evidence were removed from her home. The Call 6 investigators have learned that the housing investigation surfaced as police determined the whereabouts of Major Davis II after the deadly police shooting on July the 5th. Authorities say days before Officer Perry Wren was killed, Davis was banned on June the 25th from the Beechwood Garden Apartments in Indianapolis. His girlfriend Latasha Ruffin and their children live in this complex. The Indianapolis Housing Agency cited Major's previous criminal activities for placing him on a no trespass list.
Search warrant.
Today, police also served a search warrant on Ruffin's apartment, and her mother's as well, Pam Moorman. Both are also targets of this housing investigation.
And we have more details at 5. Major Davis's brother Dre was arrested for possession of marijuana today. As of right now, no criminal charges in connection to the housing raid have been filed. Investigators, though, are now reviewing boxes by the dozens in their offices. Let's continue our team coverage. Our RTV6 crews were there at several homes as police served those warrants. Chris Prophet was at one of them. He joins us live now in the city's east side. Chris?
Well, Raphael, as you mentioned, this is the Beechwood Garden Apartments on the east side, and this is where Major Davis II's girlfriend and her mother live in separate apartments, and this was one of the locations where those search warrants were served by police today and evidence was collected. Police served search warrants at the apartment of Latasha Ruffin, the girlfriend of accused cop killer Major Davis II, and at the apartment of Pam Moorman, Ruffin's mother. Police were allowed in both apartments and left with boxes of evidence. At least 11 people in 7 locations are under investigation for welfare fraud and theft. Indianapolis Housing Police believe that Davis's mother and his girlfriend are among those who illegally received rent assistance.
Some contractors who are doing work in public housing, and the investigation by the housing authority has spiraled into the search warrants today, where they're looking for other cases of fraud.
This is Vanessa Porter. She and her family members are accused of living off of public housing while committing crimes. Police are concerned about pictures posted online showing a family member posing with cash and a handgun, and even a child holding what appears to be a real gun. Then there's Kenosha Shields, also known as Rena McGowan. She's a former employee of the Indianapolis Housing Authority who allegedly made over a dozen fraudulent payments totaling $13,000 to a lawn care and home improvement company. And coming up for you tonight at 6 o'clock, one person arrested today, and we'll hear from her what she says about these accusations. Reporting live on the east side, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
We will have much more on the news at 7. Thank you, Chris.